Thank you for joining me today to learn about how we can help change your life for the better. We know how hard it is to go about your everyday life when you have credit issues that are keeping you from getting the things you want. This video is intended to educate you on what we can do to help you and some of the widely known myths about your credit. What you're about to learn could totally change what you think about cleaning your credit. So please stick with me all the way to the end of this video. If anything, by the end of this video, you will know more than 90% of the people out there about your credit. So let's get started. First of all, welcome to United Credit Education Services. Let us help you make good credit and financial independence a reality, not just a dream. Get the good credit you deserve with United Credit Education Services. Let's talk about the type of items that can be removed from your credit. Among some of the types of derogatory items that can be removed from your credit are late payments, judgments, tax liens, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, settlements, student loans, bankruptcies, and foreclosures. Now let's talk about the 10 greatest myths about your credit. Myth number 1. Credit agencies are empowered with some kind of governmental authority. Credit agencies have no legal authority at all. They are simply private companies who are in the business of selling credit information. Myth number 2. The credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. There is no law that the credit agencies report anything on you at all. Just the opposite is true. Credit agencies are required by law to automatically remove all derogatory items older than 7 years, or in the case of a bankruptcy, 10 years. Myth number 3. It is impossible to get a bankruptcy off. Bankruptcies come off just like any other derogatory that is incorrectly reported, obsolete, erroneous, misleading, incomplete, or that cannot be verified. Remember, the nature of the item has nothing to do with its removal under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Myth number 4. The information on your credit report cannot be changed. The opposite is true under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Both the federal and various state laws require that items be removed if they are not 100% accurate or cannot be verified in a timely manner. Myth number 5. It is illegal or immoral to have the information on your credit report altered or removed. Not only is it not illegal or immoral, but it is what the Fair Credit Reporting Act is all about. It was enacted by Congress for the very purpose of protecting consumers from the intrusion of the credit agencies into our lives. Myth number 6. Paying a past due debt removes it from your credit report. Just because you pay an old debt does not change or erase the fact that at one time you were not paying on it as you agreed. Can this record be changed? Absolutely. Myth number 7. Inquiries are not derogatory and will not affect your credit standing. Anything that erodes your financial credibility is damaging to your credit standing. In the case of inquiries, 1 or 2 is not too bad, but any more than that and they begin to tell a story of their own. Any prospective credit grantor will look at your credit report and think that you are desperate for credit. Myth number 8. If you get a derogatory item removed, it will just come back. Not if it is removed legally. When it is removed with cause under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it cannot legally be placed back on your credit report. The same law that required its removal prohibits it from being placed back on. Myth number 9. The past equals the future. This is the biggest myth of all. The concept that once bad, always bad, or at least for 7 years is totally false. Anybody can run into hard times or an emergency situation every now and then, but that doesn't automatically mean that they are a poor credit risk for a magical 7 years. The simple truth is, no credit report can predict the future. Myth number 10. I cannot restore my credit on my own. Yes, you can. You can try to do it yourself, just like you can represent yourself as an attorney in a court of law. but you can also allow experienced professionals to educate you and assist you in restoring your credit profile. Alright, let's talk about some facts. Congress passed the Fair Credit Reporting Act with the intention to regulate credit reporting agencies. The act spelled out all the rules and regulations that the credit reporting agencies had to follow before they put anything on someone's credit report. For the past 3 decades, those agencies have totally ignored most of the law. Information about you has to be accurate and verified before it is entered on your credit reports. If reasonable procedures have not been correctly followed, then any verified inaccuracies must be removed from your credit report as defined in the Fair Credit Reporting Act law. This is the end of this video. I hope it was very educational. Keep reading down this page and learn more about how we can change your life for the better. Thank you for watching.